I think I'm a religious guy. I pray 5 times a day. I'm Muslim and I'm grateful to be a Muslim. That's something important also for me. Like between the games, after the games, before the games, I always don't miss them. I keep myself in a good way, in a good path. And even when I feel bad, like it just make me remember that I need to work up and never give up on myself.
Players from the Middle Eastern region are very loyal. They value a lot this brotherhood thing. We never pick players because of where they come from, but it's always nice to have people from different regions, different values, different ways of looking at things. That's something that's also very, very important when you go out there and compete.
Hello, my name is Amar. I'm 16 years old. I don't think I've seen anybody play like me. All I think about is winning. I want to succeed.
I think it's truly the process to becoming that team that is able to win. And then I think when it comes to Dota and competition, it's much more than the game itself and the team itself. It's also on a human level. So we're in Amman, in Jordan, the place where ATF lives. Actually, I'd say like a house of a lot of Dota talents, curiously, because from here, you have ATF, Miracle, Yapzor, like you have really players that became, some of the best in the world. So I guess it's a Dota country. It feels like home to me to be here. It's very similar in terms of the culture, just in terms of how everything looks.
Hello. Hello. How are you?
Good.
Good?
It just feels like home.
And there
We started playing Dota in LAN Cafe. We went there, we like playing two heroes. I play Sniper and he play Broodmother. Yeah, and I always used to beat him,
I don't remember that.
I remember that. I always used to beat him in the game. Yeah, and we started playing from then. Amar was like 2 years old. He barely can walk.
It was just for fun. Nothing was competitive until maybe 3 or 4 years after, when my brother Amr started to play like competitive matches in Jordan. Yeah, like Jordan teams. I never actually played in the professional scenes.
Jordanian tournament is not a professional scene.
Whatever you wanna call it, professional
It's not,
scene.
It's a fighting scene. It's not a
yeah.
professional scene.
When he became like 5 or maybe 6 years old, we started to teach him how to play the game, and suddenly he started to play more often, and he just got too good in the game.
One day, I took him with me in the LAN cafe, and like, oh my god, I'm losing the mid lane. I'm not doing anything. I put Ammar with the axe. Stop. Oh my god, who's carrying me? Who will carry me? We will lose. Ammar said, no, relax. I'm gonna make this. And he like shocked me. He killed everyone. Seriously, I didn't imagine this for Ammar. Yeah, after that, I started, watching TI with him.
I mean, in TI8, when I was watching it, I was always watching it with my brother. I liked the crowd, the games, like the hype. And my mentality, like I just wanted to grind and maybe reach this point.
In TI9, I told him something. I told him, if you keep playing and stop the other games and you focus in one game, you focus in Dota, I will see you in the next TI.
After TI9, I started grinding from 3k MMR and I reached higher and higher every month.
Every day he's like playing 9, 10 games and he win like 8 from them.
My brother, when I was grinding, he always wanted me to grind more. When I lose, like, he just flame me. Why you lose? It just make me motivated more to win, even.
If he lose, he have to learn from his losses, you know. And I flame him so he, get mad and go play another game and keep going.
It's like some kind of encouragement.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
flames him, so
In Jordan, we do this. We do it in this way.
The more he did it, the more I started becoming tilted, and I just win more games.
And after that, and I was like, this kid is gonna be something when he gets bigger. Yeah, and that's when I realized he's much better than me, and he will get much better than me. If I won like 1 or 2 local tournaments, he can win an international, more than an international. We hope for 3 internationals, not 1. Yeah.
I mean, I've always been quite curious about why the Middle Eastern region was not, more established in terms of esports and Dota in particular, because culturally, like you have a lot of LAN cafes, sharing video games and therefore kind of competing with each others. I think it's quite common. So I was always curious to why we don't see more talents, rising. And yeah, it took a while, but honestly, it feels like today it's starting to get in motion, and that's pretty cool.
هيدا الكافيه كيف السيت اب الكمبيوترات حلوين؟
كويسات يعني زمان مش شايفهم بس
So we're now at the LAN cafe here in Amman, and I mean it's quite important. I feel like culturally here, same for back home for me in Lebanon, like we meet up much more to play video games together. Turns out actually a lot of famous, Dota players actually played here. I heard that, Yabzor, Miracle, now ATF, Ammar played from this place and started here. So, it's pretty iconic net cafe here in the Middle East. So back in my days, there was this thing about 1v1 in Dota, and you can't really back out after you got challenged by somebody to this duel. So I'm planning to challenge Ammar to 1v1, and let's see, who gets on top. Okay. Okay. Whew. No pressure. No. Stop denying, dude. Don't be so tryhard. This is do or die. Ay. No. Oof, that's a nice way to start. Just hit each other's right away. I take this one back. I was kidding.
How am I handling retirement? Pretty badly. I mean, I'm gonna give you the honest answer here. I'm still playing Dota a lot. I don't even know why I do that. So I guess there's not a good reason.
Ammar, where are you? Come fight me.
Of course, I knew Ammar from, public games, and he made himself noticeable. Willingly or not, I think just the Dota speaks for itself, right? So he's a very, very talented player.
No way, dude. HP?
He also gave me the vibe of being a player that was very hungry. Somebody that was very, very determined to get where he wanted to get.
How are you hitting so fast? That's it. I killed him once, but he got the kill in return. خلاص؟
لا لسه
Okay.
I think what Ammar has, and I don't know if he realizes that, but he has this energy. I would even call it like a superpower, because I've realized, so when I was younger also, and when I started competing, I had that. And you get tricked to believe that everybody has it. That thing is really what's gonna take him where he wants to go. And I'm convinced that if he treats it well, then it will take him there. That fire is something that's really, really, really precious, the way I look at it. It's so important, especially when what's ahead of you is, this mountain that you have to climb, which is, becoming the best in the world at something.
Hello, this is Qadir, the owner, my partner.
My name is Faiz.
Faiz. We are very proud that we graduate a nice players, very professional players like Miracle and Ammar. And we are looking for that we will have more potential like this in the future. They were kids and they were gaming too much until they discovered their gift. Yeah.
You know, he's young. He's in a young team. They have a lot to learn. They have a lot of defeats ahead of themselves. They have a lot of losses ahead of themselves, right? Truth is, you just win more through losses than you win through wins, because when you lose, you're in pain. Pain is something, you know, that feels bad and you want to avoid it. You don't want to experience it again. I think their starting point is much higher than ours back then, but hopefully that doesn't get them to forget that no matter where you start, there's going to be a long road ahead of you. And that road is full of losses and learnings.
Do you feel like you learn more from losses or from wins yourself?
From both, but probably always from losses.
More from losses?
Yes.
So in a way they're positive.
Yeah, yes. I see these losses and I only want to prove. I only want to fix problems and go next.
Yeah, that's wise. Wish I was that wise when I was 16.
Sometimes I do see some of myself in Ammar. His determination, it's crazy. Maybe this is how I was sometimes at time. And given his determination and his urge maybe to win and his hunger, it might be harder to manage for him than for others that are maybe more calmer or maybe less focus driven. And in that sense, I think these are the big challenges that he's gonna have to face. The agenda of competition, he can't control it.
What I've learned is like the best teams and the teams that actually win tournaments are not only the best Dota teams, and actually sometimes they're not even the best Dota team of the tournament, but I think they're the best team, truly.
It makes sense, it's the same as TI8. When you think that PSG and GD is better than OG, but OG is better friendship, that they probably just PSG and GD don't feel comfortable playing together. But OG is like, we don't care.
Yeah, they were better. I agree. I think PSG was actually better than us in terms of strictly in terms of Dota. I think they're probably better. Yeah, but that's not the only thing when it comes to competing.
Laugh together, joke together, and then when serious time comes, everyone just be ready for this, and everyone just ready to win, and don't care about anything else.
Yeah, I'm convinced that what they're going through right now, this process of like building and getting challenged and getting frustrated and, you know, feeling better, feeling proud, whatever. This whole, you know, panel of emotions that they live with every day, I think it's awesome. And if they're gonna become that team that's gonna win it all, it's only through that path. Why did Ammar choose OG over other teams? That's a good question, actually. I don't know if I have the answer to that. I'm sure first it was about Dota, which it should be, you know, about the project, about believing in the other players. And yeah, hopefully there was also something about the values that we carry at OG. When you play for OG, then you understand that you're striving to become the best.
When I look at the future of our team, like all I think about is winning. I want to succeed.
I think it's truly the process to becoming that team that is able to win. I think that process is the nicest part. Then I think when it comes to Dota and competition, it's much more than the game itself and the team itself. It's also on a human level.
Being friends with each other and creating friendship is making the team go to its full power.
And that's also what's very exciting, I think, about what is to come for him. It's more have faith, you know, believe that you can do it.